How's it going, everybody? I'm doing some quick little um, housekeeping right quick. And of course, my phone decides it wants to play music right as I'm starting. All right. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. All right. So we have gone and expanded quite a bit since my last episode. Uh, and of course, it's time for my game to save again. So we own the entire map. And that is because of these fields over here that I had. I just didn't show me working them. All these fields are planted in poplar. I had harvested them all and had everything sold off this month. Which, poplar, or well, wood chips, peak price is right now. So yeah, made a lot of money. And that was enough for us to be able to buy the rest of the map. So, alright, first things first. Now that we own the map, we are going to be combining fields, and we're actually going to enlarge this field. So, alright. Let's go ahead and turn the lines on, make things easier on us. I guess we ought to turn our HUD on. I'll definitely make things easier on us. So, we're going to be, we'll start off with combining the fields, and then we're going to have a hired hand in that truck cultivating the fields. So, yeah, most of it's close enough at the edge. And actually, no, we're going to go a little. We're going to make this as big as we can. Alright. So, hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Just a little bit. We ain't going to max ourselves out. run a little faster. So this field's been planted in spinach. It's going to stay planted in spinach. We're going to replant in spinach, but we are just going to make this field as large as we can. On top of owning every field on the map, we also own every production point. And I'm going to go through each production point and see if we can actually remove the buildings. If we can remove the buildings, that's going to make it so that we can have even more uninterrupted fields. So that is the goal. We'll see see if we can get that accomplished. Oh, we got ourselves a nice little traffic jam up here. How about that? So one of the issues I was running into with when harvesting the sugarcane, I figured out a workaround to make it so that we can work the full width of our harvester and actually hold a pretty good speed too. And that is with a mod that I haven't been using much on this map, and that mod is student capacities. So let's actually pull up that harvester. So improved capacity, and by putting it at unrealistic, not only does it remove the weight from the harvester, it also increases the discharge speed. With increasing the discharge speed, it keeps up with the header running at full speed. So we can, with using that Colossus harvester header, it being 50 meters wide at max, we can have it at that 50 meters and we can run 30 mile an hour no problem. I figured that out when I was doing the poplar, and it really sped up my harvest time. So definitely worthwhile. But because of how long this is going to take, I'm probably just going to have some music playing in the background, and I'll just pause it whenever I have something to say. So let's get that music going. things that is restricting our speed is pretty well traction and the weight of our truck. This truck does not weigh very much in comparison to the what we're doing. So we're kind of limited on how fast we go. We've got enough power to pull this plow. This plow only requires 370 horse, which we have 500 horse. Now our plow is a bit on the heavy side, just shy of 4 ton, and our truck is 9 ton. So kind of pushing the limits there, but it is what it is. So it looks like I did not park, or I did park the other truck right in my way. So I'm gonna have to get that moved. Now the question is, did I get everything perfectly lined up that we're going to match up before we already restrict that? But let's get this truck out of the way. And then we can find out. It looks like we're going to be very close. We might have to do a little clean up. Yeah, a little bit. Not much. But that is perfectly fine. Alright, let's get this little bitty strip here. Simple enough fix. Now we're going to jump over to, once we get this little strip finished, we're going to be jumping over to that grid area next. We are going to have to get rid of some trees, and like I mentioned, we are going to see if we can't get rid of that building also. If we can get rid of that building, that will make that square a little bit, or make more of the square usable to us, which will definitely help us out. So this cultivator, you might be thinking that that frame looks a lot like the base game roller, and you'd be right. So this cultivator roll up to our cultivators. This guy right here. And oh, you're thinking, oh, that's classified as mower. Well, it also can be a mulcher. There's the roller. Now, doesn't that look a whole lot like here's the roller. A whole lot like that guy right there. This is obviously a mod. So we got this thing can be a mower, mulcher, roller, tedder, cultivator, plow, weeder, and back to mower. So pretty big or quite a few options it could be used for. Now I'll be honest, I did not know, I didn't remember it being able to be used as tedder. So I've got an idea that we might end up going down that route. If we do, I'm looking at possibly starting to turn that field, do that field in hay over there instead of silage. So let's see what happens here. Well, we were able to get rid of the potato factory. Building, but we can't get rid of the lights. I've got another option of maybe possibly being able to. Oh, didn't work. Okay. Well, we're going to have some lights to deal with. All right. Since we have these lights left, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have the field just going around the outside of these lights. Fortunately, that area back there's no lights back there. So, and then what I'm going to do with this area, I am going to do a giant silo pit, or pit silo for doing silage. Now, what I'm going to do silage-wise, I think I'll do corn silage. So, but so that's what I think I want to do on that one. But I gotta step away for just a moment. I want to leave you with some music playing and our hired hand working.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love
the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
So, plugging along pretty good here. Now, as you might have noticed, we have this fenced-in area up ahead. It's another instance of we were able to remove the building, but not able to remove surrounding items. Last time was the lights. Now this time it's fencing, a fence. So part of that is I did not see that fence when I went to remove the building, mainly because of all the trees around it. So going forward, I am going to be much more mindful of clearing trees before I go and remove a building. That way it's easier for me to tell for sure whether or not there's anything else in there. So something for me in the future on these. But I mean, we'll just have to deal with it. So I might end up putting another building or two in there, because actually I'll probably only be able to fit one. But one of the things I'm planning on doing is one of the ways that we can earn money just using the trucks is actually doing some husbandry. And in said husbandry, we'll be doing sheep, which with the sheep, we'll be producing wool. We'll be taking that wool to spinnery to turn into a cloth, and then turning said cloth and taking it over to the tailor and making clothes out of it. So, but the issue we're going to run into is we're going to be able to produce way more wool than what the spinnery is going to be able to handle. On top of that, one of the fields is also going to be done in cotton, because we actually have a baler, a tow behind baler that will do cotton. So we'll be doing both wool and cotton, which will make it so that we're going to be easily able to overload said spinneries. So adding a spinnery in there in that area is going to be just fine. That's going to help mitigate some of those issues. We'll be doing this, probably going to add some spinneries. We might even have to add a tailor or two also. So we'll see. So but as you guys obviously noticed, that when we're getting into these huge fields, it does get tedious prepping everything, and that is honestly why I haven't put out any FS25 videos in certain days, because of how tedious this gets. I'll have hours upon hours behind the scenes that I've been working on the fields, prepping, working on, even with using these big implements like this plow here. There's still limitations on what we're able to get accomplished, just because of the sheer size. So that is also part of the reason why I've got a hired hand working another truck. Now, might be wondering why we're cultivating the fields after we've joined them, and that's mainly just with one. They're all, well, actually the main thing is so that they're prep ready, planting, whatever I want. That's why they're all set, ready to go. Just makes things a lot easier because not all planters are like a direct drill where we can just replant over whatever's already in the field. So this way it makes it so the fields are nice, neat, uniform, prepped, ready to go. So that's the idea behind it. So. But I think I'm going to turn the music back on and keep working for a bit. this plow, this you can actually still plow with it being in folded position. It's very handy for whenever you've got just a little bit of strip like what we got here. It makes it so that we have much less drag on the truck. That way we're not fighting for traction nearly as much as we would be with the plow unfolded. Definitely makes things a lot easier. Now, something else you might notice is if I have the opportunity to drive across unplowed field or unplowed ground or ground that's planted, I do so, and that's because I have better traction doing so. Now, like right here, I'm not going to be able to fit the whole thing with it being folded, so obviously I'll have it unfolded, and I can easily do that. Now, with this ground that we're driving across being unplowed, it's not being field or anything, we have better traction. We're actually able to rip across this faster than if the ground was already a field. So definitely something that I like trying to utilize if I can, mainly for time savings. It definitely saves us time, makes faster we're going, the less time we're spending. So, but we're fixing to come up to well, we can either turn around, drive up in the planted. I don't know what that is. This planted portion of the field. Come back around, which is actually what we're going to do here. Makes it just so that we can travel faster. But we are going to grab that leg off to the left first. Now, once you get going, if you're not plowing, you can maintain your speed. But trying to start, so if I lower the plow, trying to start from a dead stop in a field, you're just going to bounce around enough that you're not going to get up to speed. Or at least that's what I'm finding in this truck anyways. So, but is what it is. So now, might be wondering what all different crops we can handle just using these trucks. Obviously, we can do grass, do alfalfa, which we this area is smooth enough that we can get up and go. So we can do the grass, the alfalfa. That's what we started off with, and with doing those silage. In all honesty, silage is one of the best ways of earning money fast with minimal equipment. Not only is it fast and easy with minimal equipment, you can get multiple harvests per year. Grass, between the grass, alfalfa, both of those for sure, you can do 3 harvests a year with seasonal growth on. Now, technically speaking, you could get 4 if you harvested every 2 months instead of 3 months. The reason why you do not want to do every 2 months is there's actually 2 separate ready to harvest points where either grass or alfalfa is ready to harvest. The first one, yes, you can harvest it, but if you wait one more month, your yield increases tremendously. When the game first came out, that was not the case. They patched that. I forget when they patched that, but it does drastically increase your yield if you wait for the second ready to harvest state. So, but so yeah, we got those. With let's see, with this harvester right here. Oops. There's a lot of root type plants that we can harvest with it, which we did spinach. We got spinach on the one field. We're going to do potatoes on one of these fields. Let's see, what else can they do? All right, so carrots, parsnips, I think. Beets, there's the spinach. Green beans, peas, sugar beets, potatoes, onions. So that, because we can tow that behind, we can harvest those with the truck. Stuff that we can do because we got that guy right there. So we're doing poplar. We're doing sugarcane already. Technically speaking, we could do this and load it into a trailer. That is an option. Let's see. While that does allow us to swath these, or if these crops are swathed, we'd be able to pick them up. I'm actually going to look into whether or not we could swath. Actually, let's look at the swather. Let's see. I struggle finding the swather every time. Mm-hmm. Um, that's supposed to mount to a tractor, which if it mounts to a tractor, yeah, it's got the 3-point on it, so we could theoretically mount that to the truck. It's a little on the heavy side, so we'd probably want to do our triaxle truck or 6x6. But I'm going to have to try it. We'll see what we can do. But that I might mess around with off camera. So unfortunately, this area right here is a little bit smoother, so we can get moving. But if it was that plowed area that we were, or like if it was fresh plowed, we'd struggle getting up to speed. That one's actually done. Alright, so this parking lot up here has got lights all around it. I don't know that. Well, obviously we're not going to be able to get rid of the lights if it's anything like the last several fields or parking areas have been. So I might look to see if the building can be removed, and then we could repurpose that area for buildings that we'll use. But being that's a unique building to the map, I don't know that we're going to be able to get rid of it. But we're definitely going to get rid of these trees. That way we can bring the field right up to the edge of the concrete. So pretty well, I'm just deleting these trees. I mean, I could grab a piece of equipment that will turn the trees into wood chips, but this is faster for the purpose of clearing out these trees. Alright. Yeah, I didn't delete the building. I mean, we no longer own it, but did not delete it. So we might as well just buy it back, and we'll see if there's anything we can do with it later. All right. So all the trees around this building are clear. Let's go grab those trees before we hop back in the truck. Um, I got ran off on a tangent and thinking. So some of the other stuff we can do. All right. Let's see. Where's that? So this baler. Um, will make cotton bales. Let me check something else here. Yeah. So as far as like doing cotton, we can use the header to collect the cotton, put it into a trailer. We could either A, leave it loose in the trailer, or B, we could then turn around and bale it. That is, we could do either one. We could leave it loose or we could bale it. Leaving it loose would mean that we would, whatever doesn't fit in the spinnery, we would have to either A, leave it in the trailer, or B, dump it out and slowly move either reload it or load it in. One way or another, we'd have to manually load it, either back into the trailer afterwards or into the spinner. So, ups and downs either way. So, but that is a way we can do the cotton. But back to the forage harvester, everything we can do with it. All right, so corn. Oh wow, there's a lot we could actually do with that header. I don't know what half those are, but there's a lot we can do. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do without buying a combine harvester, forage harvester. Just doing things a little differently. So there's a grid that I haven't done yet. In between grids I have. So one thing with this map is a 4x map, so it's a pretty good sized map. I do have some 16x maps installed. And I can run them on this computer. Now the downside to me running those on this computer is one, loading into the map takes quite a while for my computer. And two, same thing with saving the game. It takes quite a while. So just something to keep in mind if you're looking at doing some of these big maps. The bigger the map, the more hardware you're going to need to be able to run it well. So, just something to keep in mind. I do think I'm going to end this stream a little bit on the early side today. I'm going to go ahead and end it. I've got probably going to come back this afternoon. I might very well log back in and fire up another stream this afternoon. I'm not sure yet. We'll just see how my day goes. I've got a lot of stuff I got to accomplish today, and we'll just see how things go. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, and I really hope to catch you guys next time. Take care, have yourselves a wonderful time, and peace out.